United States is often described as the most transparent nation on earth, a symbol of democracy, freedom of speech, freedom of the press. And yet, ironically, some of the darkest unanswered questions in modern history come from this very country. Events recorded in textbooks, but stripped of their full explanations. Political decisions that reshaped the world without ever being honestly explained to the public. Some people call these stories conspiracy theories. Others call them unfinished history. And many choose not to ask at all. This video is not here to give you final answers. It is here to make you question. These are 10 American anomalies, events tied to politics, power, and history that still leave a shadow behind them even today. On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The official story was simple. One shooter, one motive, case closed. But history rarely stays that simple. Multiple witnesses reported hearing more than one shot. The famous Zapruder footage shows movements that raise questions. And the man accused of the crime was killed before he could ever stand trial. More troubling still, thousands of related documents were sealed for decades. Some have been released. Others remain classified to this day. If the truth is so clear, why does it need to be hidden for so long? For years, the US government officially denied the existence of Area 51. It did not appear on maps. It was never acknowledged. Yet local residents reported strange aircraft, unusual lights, and security far beyond any normal military base. When Area 51 was finally admitted to exist, the explanation was simple: advanced weapons testing. But if it was only that, why the secrecy, why the denial? And why does the mystery still grow instead of fade? This is not a theory. It is officially acknowledged. During the Cold War, the CIA ran a secret program known as MKUltra, its goal mind control. Human subjects were given LSD, placed under hypnosis and psychologically manipulated, often without their consent. When Congress began investigating, many of the most important documents had already been destroyed. The disturbing question is this: if this project was only discovered by accident, how many others were never discovered at all? September 11, 2001. The world watched as the Twin Towers fell. America mourned. And the global order changed overnight. But questions followed almost immediately. Why did Building 7 collapse without being hit by a plane? Why were military exercises taking place on the same morning? And why did the aftermath lead to expanded surveillance, reduced privacy, and wars that reshaped entire regions? Was this simply a reaction to tragedy? Or did the tragedy open the door to something already prepared? Many people believe the Federal Reserve is simply a government institution. In reality, its structure is far more complex. It controls the money supply, sets interest rates, and influences not just the American economy, but the global one. Presidents come and go. Political parties rise and fall, but the Federal Reserve remains. So the question becomes unavoidable: who truly controls the financial heart of America? In 1947, something fell from the sky in Roswell, New Mexico. At first, the military described it as a flying disc. Within hours, the story completely changed. It became a weather balloon. Why did the narrative shift so quickly? Why were witnesses silenced? And why does Roswell remain one of the most classified incidents in US history? America often enters wars in the name of freedom and democracy. Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. But every war seems to follow the same pattern. Defense contractors profit, weapons manufacturers grow richer, and conflict never truly ends. The question is no longer why wars happen, but rather who benefits from them continuing.
Watergate proved one thing beyond doubt: even a US president can lie. It took relentless journalists to expose the scandal. Without them, the truth might never have surfaced. So this raises a deeper question. If Watergate was uncovered by chance, how many scandals were never uncovered at all? And was Watergate truly the biggest one, or simply the one that failed to stay hidden? The Manhattan Project created the most destructive weapon in human history. Since then, the world has lived under permanent nuclear tension. Cold War's deterrence, balanced through fear. Was the atomic bomb meant to end war forever, or to ensure global dominance through fear? Thousands of US government documents are sealed for decades, sometimes centuries. The reason is always the same: national security. But history belongs to the public. And if nothing is being hidden, why does time itself become the lock?
America is a powerful nation, but power always casts a shadow. Maybe these events are coincidences, maybe they are not. Now the question belongs to you. Which anomaly feels the most disturbing? Which one raises the most doubts? Or is there another story that should be added to this list? Write your thoughts in the comments. Because sometimes the truth does not live in official records, but in the questions people are brave enough to ask.